30 times for this platform, for my people there for Ambazonia. Say those of una who na stand on side una deny we, like Simon Peter be deny ye Lord Jesus Christ 3 times when Jesus tell say it go happen. He say car. Say before cock one crow trick, before cock one crow so ping 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 ping. Ooh. You go deny me 3 times, and it happened. You get people that were southern Cameroons. Where you the meet them so hey. They talk na French, they talk, they look carry no so up now down Ambazonia. Now southern Cameroon, no dey for that nonsense. And I tell all of them, every single day we God creator, say, no matter you go up, come down, you feel military. They say even that time upon the way he said and through Jonathan Merging need them. Where they with Fukalistus gentry, with the Fortabetando them, with Bella Mokichas, aka Ngaringa, where they be gather surplus with moja, all man no say we moja, they don't be dingata. Where they put in place their own private set of voices. May they work and cause atrocities, wreak havoc. So they make the talk saying Amber, they wreak all that kind of havoc. They do all those things, they no still consider them. Through Jonathan Mujing that, be Secretary General for Ministry of Mines. And as he be Secretary General, he be a boss or person will be director under he. Time when they create the mining company, what did they do? They take director under he, make him Director General. They take he through Jonathan, will be that my boss yesterday, make him Deputy General Manager. For sure, he say he be subhuman. They don't feel accept you, no matter what you do. Look, John Gute, see how they don't put head for down, mash him. They don't humiliate John Gute past how they feel ever humiliate any politician anywhere in the world. Despite all the sacrifices don't show, that be show road for where they go for John Gute village yesterday, no? All Mansia. But despite all that, he not still be accepted. Even at Tangana Pond, you may something happen for the back, you go see now you wait, then go harvest them first. They not accept you. When I look all the things they saw, like this video where they can't go show now, when I watch this video, some story come from my mind. Watch this with brother. When you say come on, Tiko waka with food for go read Douala, take motor for go here on the city, go for go play football. Where go for go do it, he go reach today, they remind he say the Amber. He became vexed. Listen.
Je mange à pied de tout pour arriver voilà pour voir la voiture. Yaoundé pour venir jouer. N'était pas mettre au matin en bas. Je ne suis pas en bas. Regardez, si j'avais le panier aussi là, je vais passer le match. Je vais rentrer chez moi. Ma mère m'a dit. Récupérez vos ballons.
You don't hear? Il c'est moi, je pars de Tico, je marche à pied, je vais prendre la voiture à Douala, je viens à Yaoundé, je vais vous m'appeler Amba. Je ne suis pas Amba. Listen. He go holla from morning till evening. For their eyes, as soon as you be Southern Cameroonian, you be Amber. Listen, whether you like, you talk French, or you stand for rooftop, you holla, je ne suis pas Amber, no Amber. For their eyes, you are Amber. For their eyes, it no go change. Nothing no go ever change. Now the perception that they get for all we. So no check say, I don't talk this thing for your tire. People check say a joke. Now in that it happen in broad daylight. You see, go stand for fee. When they want deny you say you be Amber, come up here. Go Amber, go fight today. That's what they told him. You see, I'm in the cry. When you get for stand justify. No, moi je suis Camerounais, moi je suis pas Amber. You already show say you no belong. You no belong. They tell you straight you no belong. This thing make me remember something where one of the university professors. Sometime we have been studying asthma, Professor Emmanuel Tata Mentam, a very erudite professor. Oh yes, a venerated man of letters. Professor Emmanuel Tata Mentam, right for that time for asthma, around 1990, between 1994 and 1997. It talks on day, we'll just sit and monitor, we say, look, with these people then, because at that time, they will about Amba video or about Sam Cameroon, they will call me Biafran, so we Biafrans. But no, that video, that have been a palava opposition. And since SDF, they be very strong for their minds, when you can't stand saying you wear CPDM uniform, they look you as soon as they say you be Southern Cameroon, they say, Aka, ça ce sont les opposants, les ennemis dans la maison. That's what they call all we, all Southern Cameroonians. As soon as they say, les Bamenda à Sabito, whether you come out Fako, you come out Meme, you come out Kupeng, Wanengu, Bada, you be Bakosi, whether you be Oroko, or whether you be Bakweri, or whether you be Bayangi, or whether you be Wimbum, or whether it be Moramo, you be Menemo, you be Ngemba, or whatsoever, for their eyes, you be Bamenda. When they say the Bamenda, they mean everybody inside one sack. So Professor Emmanuel Tata Mental will say, these people, they work and deceive themselves and they go enter CPDM party. Look, they no fear ever accept you. So if this crime says you say, make you wear cap, CPDM. You wear your inner wear, that is singlet, that I call a singlet, where they inside there. Make the color na CPDM. You wear t-shirt on top, CPDM. You wear shirt, CPDM. You wear coat, CPDM. You wear your marron, or you call them dressy, CPDM. You paint your skin inside CPDM. Wear shoes, trousers, CPDM, shoes, CPDM, socks, CPDM. Then go rich. Paint your whole belly tattoo CPDM all over your skin. Make them move also they go reach C and plus for your skin, you don't tattoo them. They go still tell you, say you be opposant. That's the thing. So you be Southern Cameroonian, do all kinds of paint yourself with like public color like Gando, paint them, stay open with your heart, paint them. They go open and go right for inside, still tell you, say you be Ambazonia. That's what it is. They don't care. They don't bloody care. They don't be clear with you and me. Say we be subhumans. Say we will not be citizens for their country. We'll be a captured people. We'll be under a state of annexation. And when you're under a state of annexation, they deal with you anyhow you want. And Bello Boubacar reached Bamenda the other day. He confirmed that the same thing. Although I see some trash with Mimi Mefo go right and talk, say, oh, at the time, Bello Boubacar be na only man way, he be start talk, say, may they give room for people, they made a vote on the form of the state. Bello Boubacar stand for Bamenda, from me, I watch him just few days ago. He talk, say, if he become president, he go give. Underline the word give. He go give me the real special status. Who did give it for who? For a situation where two parties they come together, they say that two parties equal in status. Now that someone looks on high horse, climb on top, start talk, I go give for the other one. Look, my country people, anytime when you settle for less than you deserve, you go end up with less than you be settled for. Always go for things when you know that the one that you deserve them. No ever settle for small and when you deserve big. Because if that small you settle for, you know what end up with them. This one, na Trump Panapo, where they always talk for here, for remind country people them why we get for turn up Trump. Look, this particular broadcast go long small. Because this story that I talk and they be very important. And if I give for cut them now, so talk this one, then before I record the other one tomorrow, we'll lost the train, but somewhere along the line we'll bring other excerpts back. So that people wait, they don't get time for watch all through, they go feel watch from those excerpts. So this is a very fundamental thing. Anytime when you settle for less than you deserve, you will end up with less than you settle for. And if you doubt this particular pineapple, see what will happen for common law lawyers. With common law lawyers, now they said they will be the main initiator of this phase of this liberation movement for 2016. Because we start right for April. Goes to before they bring in teachers, before they bring in the rest of the civil society. All we saw. Then before the whole Southern Cameroon talk say this matter, now Southern Cameroon matter, not only the one for lawyers. But midway into the whole thing, the lawyers are abandoned we. Plenty of who lost jobs, who lost businesses, who lost livelihood, lost everything. Most of those lawyers, they go them back for work. Then to go stand now for some pedestrian like Agbobala them, they did now holler for we. They talk for we now, let's say they been as strangers to the thing, and when not them, they be the initiators. And they say Agbobala, they go to some place, say the ABS, Agbobala speaks. They work at the talk trash, they put the hand, they go vote, they go do all of this kind of nonsense. And we know the truth. All them know the truth. But all they define now when if something happen tomorrow, make them remember them. They give them their own crumbs. Go begin chop small. But you go end up just like this brother for years so. Where they humiliate them. We see how they humiliate Agbobala well. For that rubbish they call on grand national dialogue. So they go in need so beg to me they only even do a top form of the state. They say get out. Huh? Say get out. They may come out very fast through window. Even they come out for that say special status. You see, when Bello Buba can say real special status, it remind you and me say that one way they will tell now for that grand national monologue say special status say it be na fake. Now what another one of them no, they can't tell now say real special status. Because they recognize it that be na fake. Because they say nothing no be there inside. Because as I don't talk for it before, even Paul BSSM don't know what it is inside that so-called special status. I think this one must learn. Lord, look those common law lawyers. They will finally decide for settle, for agree, say, okay, oh, they don't create some fake thing, say common law bar for Supreme Court, create some fake thing, say common law section for ENAM, where they will take only the picking them. For the members of the CPDM crime syndicate, when they fight against the change who want them, they fight against the freedom who want them, they will take only their picking, they put them for day. So they go show them be content and say, okay, they feel manage with that one, so then leave them, make that La République du Cameroun magistrates. Okay, them not only magistrates, make they occupy all who caught them. Bamenda, Boya, Limbe, not only them Dede. They will just say, go end for this. So, La République du Cameroun need to stop. They don't know how to stop. They don't care, even as the war they go on, they don't care. Now, why they don't come back now and say, okay, the last place where that lawyers and that common law lawyers they still chop money for day, what they call and say notary public. Where if you want to go sign land, you want to do deed of conveyance, you want to do this and that, that they will cash it on down, do everything they sign as notary public. La République du Cameroun say now citizens for La République du Cameroun they for manage the sales and transaction in land for Southern Cameroons. You don't hear fine? Now them will come. They will appoint their people there now as notary public. So they talk say next for go for before lawyer no go ever try again for act as notary public. Now they go appoint notary public, they appoint them. And not one Southern Cameroonian, not one, you don't train for being a notary public. The only ones that they are citizens of La République du Cameroun because na their system. We know we get that system. For Anglo-Saxon system, lawyers them na notaries public. For some other country, they said even for inside banks and other countries, the people they say, oh, don't know the lawyers, but they don't swear them in as notaries public. But La République du Cameroun, they talk say, na their citizens they go come now. So lawyers them, they don't stand there and say a whole good chunk of area where they will get money for them to go. They don't start cry again, it never end. Now when me say go talk, say you go cry, you go cry, you go. Say one day, monkey go chop pepper. Who be tell these lawyers they say, when you fight, you run, you go still fight. They will take say this on a joke. Now then this back inside arena. Listen to Barrister Mba, I see the talk. From Laurent Esso and the others. Laurent Esso. Cold-blooded monster. Listen.
Avocats, des notaires. Ils ne fonctionnent pas comme des notaires. Ils sont des notaires. Ils sont formés en tant qu'avocats et notaires. But it is different that in the civil law jurisdiction, the functions of the advocate and notary are divided. And it goes back to the whole concept of the feeling that the Anglophones have, which is a feeling of marginalization. Because at most intervals, when it comes to the issue of harmonization, more often it is a practice that is obtainable in the civil law jurisdiction that is translated into English and applied in the English law jurisdiction, and it is termed harmonization. Là, on s'interroge. Qu'est-ce qui justifie qu'on veut arracher un travail fait par 1400 avocats pour donner à peut-être 15 ou 10 notaires nommés? Without priding it, Your Excellency, the legal culture of drafting in the English-speaking region is typical to our training. J'ai eu à expliquer à plusieurs instances. Dernièrement, j'étais avec le secrétaire général de la COPAC, qui systématiquement rejette tous les actes notariats qui viennent de nord-ouest et sud-ouest parce qu'ils demandent des expéditions. Et dans les zones anglophones, dans les cultures common law, il n'y a pas des expéditions. Autant qu'il y a des parties, autant de copies. Toutes les copies font foi. Mais dans le système civil law, c'est le copie de notaire qui fait foi et là, il établit des expéditions. That is how far we have gone with this challenge. The lawyers in the Northwest and Southwest decided to take it from a pacific approach. They wrote to the Bar Council explaining their grievances. The Bar Council sat, took a resolution, and in the course of their deliberations, I informed them that when this decree was passed and the agitation started, I came to you and explained and said the lawyers should address their grievances the way lawyers are supposed to do. So they have addressed to your very distinguished office a petition, a memo, which we hope in your quiet moment will look at it and see to it that the spirit of the recommendations of the Grand National Dialogue are maintained, fostered to bring peace in our motherland. Without forgetting to remind Your Excellency that the law governing practice at the bar, which is under amendment, the said provision we had recommended, explained to the Chancellery and the sole reason why that disposition, that transitional disposition should be removed. By the decree, putting back this coming and avocat, the notaire, il ne fonctionne pas comme des notaires. Ils sont des notaires. Ils sont formés en tant qu'avocats et notaires.
So, my dear country people, I'll be very sorry. Say, I leave them so that I may go for that big grammar. Some part be there. I know so all man go understand. That was some part be there we talk for French. You see, when Barrister Mba Eric, they cry, I see the cry for you. See the lawyer, they don't show that they cry for who from. For Laurent Esso, the cold-blooded monster. I began for this platform for 2018. This will be around June 2018. June, July. I do a video for this platform where I explain letter with Laurent Esso, this same minister where they stand for in front, they talk this nonsense. We be right for Paul Biya, pass them through Prime Minister's office. Where it be they explain inside how we make them stop for attack people when they talk about federalism. But they need to stop for attack them now because say like people do Cameroon want to accept federalism. They stop for attack them because he don't see and say that people when they talk federalism, their voice over low. But when if they live and make their voice high, they feel use that voice, they confuse and drown the voices the way they talk about absolute independence. And so you go make and say the people the way they talk federalism, the federalists and the pro-independence people them, they go begin knock head, it go weaken we, it go give La République du Cameroon the opportunity for grind we. After Laurent used to be write that nonsense, you know what happened? From that time, all man to talk federalism, you know, no be problem again. Before that, they be the catch people they trouble, the people that they condemn you, they get life jail because they say they be the propagate federalist tendencies. Say they be the propagate federalist philosophy where Cameroon no fit go back on federalism. And I remember Maurice come to Canada and talk say le Cameroon a fait son histoire. That Cameroon don't suck weed, they don't chop weed. And like Onangini go say hey, una don't for Chuki, yeah, so una don't for Chuki no make error. Say una go supporter. That's what Onangini. Then we. So for Chuki for 1961 go supporter. Say me go look at the real. That's the thing. So Laurent is so go show for Laurent so all that the fit cry from morning till evening, you know go help. Go for your Bible. Bible no tell you say cry before devil. Bible no tell you say run away from devil. Bible tell you say resist the devil. Devil go run from you. Resist the devil. Devil go run for you. That's what Bible talk. Resist the devil. He will flee from you. Not say run away from the devil. Not say cry, beg for sympathy from devil. You decrease. Devil na human na a being who no get conscience. He no get heart. How you cry for sympathy for being will not get hurt. That's what is happening. Who say we Laurent and so she don't for day. This common law has a big cry from 1st to 31st if you don't tell them. Say we will now go cry, they when hungry go do now go back for court. And they will end up for court. They make everything happy, feel satisfied. So they go cry now waiting. Each only you can sit for them for satisfy or now. You go surely look as you as very somebody talk so you go surely bend head sleep, send asleep. Come most of the time say sleep and sleep because not you know they for listen for day. And I get bad news, very bad news for these common law lawyers. This news I bring are very bad news. No be news if you talk say oh the fee fixer. No. The very bad news for common law lawyers that say this situation for OHADA Harmonization Act it not be reversible. Put that for your head from 1st to 31st. The only thing will go happen, we go feel maintain our system, our legal system, now for kick the Republic of Cameroon out of the territory. And I will give you now the position of an expert on why we in not fit stand. You know, say me, I be a graduate for international relations. I read that stuff and I read the law on treaties. La République du Cameroon be considered as a French-speaking country. And that treaty where La République du Cameroun is signed, they call it OHADA, Organisation de l'harmonisation des droits des affaires en Afrique francophone. Although they don't put francophone, but in Afrique francophone. OHADA na Organisation de l'harmonisation des droits des affaires en Afrique. That's the organization for the harmonization of business law in Africa. That's for French-speaking Africa. So this particular thing concerns all French-speaking African countries, the 14 of them. And when La République du Cameroon they go ratify that particular treaty, they know, say they get an internal arrangement where it ensures that they get two bilateral systems the way they operate. They be very clear. They be clear. They know say they be a so-called bilingual country as they claim. With two official languages the way they supposedly be equal in status. With two entities the way they supposedly be equal in status. But when La République du Cameroon they go sign that particular treaty without making an exception means say La République go put inside that treaty say although I sign this treaty, I indicate say make them modify this treaty for show say for inside Cameroon this particular act it go apply only for French-speaking Cameroon, and then for things that they come out from the other part that this one they will apply only for the side of La République du Cameroon. But the part where it concern people that for southern Cameroons, when I know say that the one is where it go apply. If La République du Cameroon be seek that exception before they sign that treaty, whom they usually for international treaty say they go consider that exception, then they go create an instrument for accommodate that exception. But La République du Cameroon go in the logic where they talk from Mo Ibrahim for France. Say the intention that for assimilate southern Cameroons, that for francophonize southern Cameroons, that for absorbing, that for swallowing. And then Biafra recognize of France say they try, but they be say it will be easy, but he failed. Yet they never stop for try. Look, they will need ever stop. When you holler, whoa, if the ship goes down far, you look at. When you forget yourself, it won't come and they come back in one. They come back around 7 or 8 friends. Nothing that will happen. Now, why that way for this liberation movement? We get for fight with all which way we get for make sure so we send La République du Cameroon out of our territory. We no ever get any form of freedom under any form of arrangement with La République du Cameroon. First, La République du Cameroon they adopt the French system. And French system no ever know decentralization. They no ever know now always a centralized system. Because France need all its colonies to get centralized system because if anything there for any settle they want to take them, they don't need to go negotiate with some person or some site. They just need to call Yaoundé, tell Yaoundé, say we want this thing. Whether they not for fun can come, they can't take them. But if they practice a system where each part get autonomy, it means that they will need to negotiate with the people there for that place. But when that future impossible tense of France that. So this fight, all this argument that they go, all these meetings that they go for Yaoundé now waste of time. La République du Cameroon don't sign that treaty and they go operate on that treaty. Here by Stamba talk something for them will be very important. He say all acts the way they come out from the southern Cameroon side, they go for the rest of the OHADA countries, they reject them because they want some particular document they call them expedition. For Anglo-Saxon system, no anything they call expedition. Once the lawyers they don't sign something as notaries and all whatnot, for Anglo-Saxon system be acceptable. No, that nonsense called expedition. So how the plan for resolve that kind of situation by the Tamba? No way, no day. You know if you resolve that kind of situation, the only way for resolve them now say we'll just bow down, we'll swallow anything when it come from droit civil. And by the Tamba say talk for day. He talk for long so say whenever they talk harmonization, it means say all wait away na droit civil na they enter common law. We just accept them. It just get for pass or whoop. No one they know they take anything for common law put them for droit civil. This is a fact. So what to be the need for you for day in a system where not only receiving, not be giving. Give and take no they exist. My country people there for Ambazonia. I did talk this thing, they talk and raise my voice because I want make no man no talk say volume low, you need to hear me fine. Now whether they raise my volume mean one. Some people tell so, oh Mbakuro, if you talk this way, you know shout. And they raise my voice so I make people make all countrymen, even when we get wax for your ear, make you hear me very well. Because this matter be too serious. Too serious. People they look at like some light thing, no. Like Barrister Mbadi talk. Say why you want to take work from 400 lawyers for go here for 10 to 15 citizens of the Republic of Cameroon. Oh yes. Because they know go appoint past 15 notaries public. And when the number they don't feel, you know what did happen? The cost the increase. You don't try for do land transaction for the Republic of Cameroon, they just say notaire. For notaire, you find at least 2 million going forward, depending on the size of the land. But they begin to usually from 2 million CFA going forward. But for Southern Cameroons, we are 100,000, we are 150,000. You don't get a deed of conveyance. Sometimes if you negotiate with lawyers, sometimes if you 50,000, you don't get your deed of conveyance. But today, when that one go pass, because you go sit down for inside your bedroom, you don't say, that is concern that lawyer, they know. You don't concern me, not lie. It concern you say more past that lawyer the way they cry. Because that lawyers those acts, that work for notaries public what they do it make things slightly cheap and affordable for you and for me. But when the Republic of Cameroon come, na colonial administration, na extortion. You go and go do small thing, they will always say you don't sell this your land so only for make paper for notary public. Now for deed of conveyance for notary public. Where we do yesterday 100,000, they ask you 3 million, 4 million. Yesterday we do for 200,000, they will ask you 5 million. That thing that will go happen. So my country people, not sit down for your one corner check say sometimes. No, it wear close backside. This thing be deeper than anybody they see. You see me so. I trained as a journalist. I work as a journalist on CTV for 19 years. By the time I come up, the senior journalist, I will go to a super scale. They need to abandon that job. Oh yeah, you know how much they pay people there for CTV for Cameroon standards. At least that was reasonable money. Because I come up there close to 700,000 a month. And if I be sitting there, I would get about 1 million by now. Plus other many things that we me able to do. But if I take the gospel, abandon this one for common side, fight now because I look at the greater good of everybody. Because me said, from my background for Sofa Pikin, the way God be taking manage lift me from nowhere. People the way they be know me from Bangui, they know them. Which are the talk when they know me. No, my parents say everybody from Bagbon, from Bangui, they know what they talk about. They know where I come from can't reach for here. Now why that way I go relate with people the way they face challenges. Now why that I go relate with poor people them better than any other person. Now why that I go relate with people the way they still struggle better than any person. Because I don't live that experience. Now why that it be easy for me for turn to look the job talk say go one corner. I prefer for fight for the better good. Because the opportunity where we get that time, not a single person figure them again today. My country people, now the reason that we're there for this fight. Now why they don't talk inside this fight say, now until thy kingdom come, me are there for you for the long haul. I need to go nowhere as long as God continue for lend me breath, for give me the energy, for give me life and good health. I go there for this platform. I go there for you for accompany this liberation movement until we get what we want. My country people, this is too serious. Too serious. Now, why the way I start this communication with this pineapple? Where I say, If someone shows you who they are, if someone shows you their true colors, don't try to repaint them. La République du Cameroun do the show with their colors right from 1961. By 1962, from Godidinka, the great guy from Godidinka, and then the late Professor Fallon Sokika, they be don't come down already start the talk say this matter they so na bad thing. If they so we don't kick we bad foot for this nonsense who can enter this body for La République du Cameroun. But today some people they do want repent La République du Cameroun. La République du Cameroun they be talk and say that and say na fire and na fire. So my country people. Now what is even emblem for their party, for their main political party, CPDM Crime Syndicate, na fire. We will run from that fire. We will run. Make all my put hand together. We will fight with all we might and we will run from that fire. This is a very serious matter. I need a joke. I need a joke. We will not take our lives there, we will take play tabala. We will not take future for our picking, we will take play tabala. Anytime we settle for less than you deserve, you go end up with less than you settle for. So the bad news we are getting for these common law lawyers, now say that situation in the current dispensation, enough it ever change. La République du Cameroon don't sign and ratify that or had that treaty, they go implement them. Come rain, come shine. If we know how they implement them for we land, we get for continue for do what you do now. Keep them out of we land. Their hands be tight. Like the Panda Mauled, the Supreme Court judge we talk for 1992. Say hands be tight. You don't see irregularities, but hands be tight. Make man no make error. No make no mistake. This thing no go change. It no fit. The only way we will get the freedom we want now for kick La République du Cameroun out of we land. No be loving matter.